welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Angie and I'm a chemist who loves makeup. And I like to research the ingredients in makeup products and report back my findings to you. So today we're going to be doing a very fun video. Today I am going to share with you 3 high-end mascaras that I love. I'm obsessed with these, but I would never pay full price for. So we're going to get into what these mascaras are. I am going to share with you the ingredients in these that make them act the way they do, and then I'm going to tell you how I get them on sale. So the reason why I would buy these on sale is because I'm cheap. So mascara pretty much dries out after like 3 months, 4 months. Like, you don't usually want to use it that long past that amount of time. That's up to you, but I don't really use them because they start getting dry and they start feeling gross. It doesn't matter if it's a travel size or a full size, so I don't really see any sense in paying full price for something that's going to dry out. So let us just dive into each of the formulas. So the first mascara we're going to talk about is by Tarte, and this is their 4-in-1 Lights Camera Lashes mascara. Now this is an oldie but a goodie. This is like one of their classic mascaras, and they love to like dress it up in like different like glittery packaging. So what they mean by they say it's 4-in-1 is it curls, volumizes, lengthens, and conditions. Since it ends up on the drier side fairly quickly, I really like it at first, but you could definitely tell when it's starting to get a little old. And the brush is just a super standard bristly brush. And I love this, and that's why it can curl, lengthen, and volumize. It's not really geared to do just one thing. Alright guys, excuse the bun, it was getting a little hot in here and I already filmed one video, so back to the Tarte formula. So, good classic style brush. One con is if you are really nitpicky about keeping your packaging clean, this one is going to get dirty, and a lot of Tarte's packaging is like that because they use not like a plastic type of material. But that doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother me. So one of the main components of a mascara is wax. This is what's going to help build up on your lashes, and the highest level one is the Rice Oil Bran Wax in this formula. And this is going to be part of the reason why it helps condition your lashes. And the next ingredient is Cyclopentasiloxane, and this is what evaporates. So as you put it on, it goes on wet. It's a silicone derived ingredient, so it helps smooth it out, and then it'll evaporate. And this is part of the reason why mascaras dry out over time. You're pulling it out, it's evaporating a little bit. So over time, as you open it and it's exposed to air, it's going to dry out. The Hydrogenated Stearyl Olive Esters help the spreadability of lashes and also help condition the lashes. One ingredient that you usually see higher up in the list of a mascara is what is a film former, and these film formers basically form a thin, flexible layer, and this is usually pretty high up in the list because you want these mascaras to last throughout the day. You don't really want them smudging off during the day. That's not very ideal. But in this case, and towards the bottom of this list, is VP/VA Copolymer, and because this is lower on the list, it's gonna help it last longer, but it is so low that it is not difficult to take off at the end of the day. When I go to wash my face off at night after having this on, it rinses away pretty easily. I can usually use just a cleanser and get it all off of my face, whereas other ones will either be still stuck there in the morning or I will have to use an oil-based cleanser. But in this case, so if you're looking for one that you don't have to put a lot of work into taking off, this is a really good one for that.
Editing Angie popping in here. One of the ways I get these mascaras on sale is through the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara is actually going to be 50% off on Thursday, September 12th, so I will put that down below in the description as well as the date so you know when to go back to it, and it'll be on sale for $11.50.
Next, we're going to talk about the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara, and I actually ended up trying this mascara because I got a full size for free at Gen Beauty 2018, and I really enjoyed it. It does have a pretty big brush on it, which I'm not usually into, but in this case, if you want lashes, like this will give you lashes. This is as intense I could go without actually putting on like false lashes. And it actually doesn't really flake throughout the day, which is really impressive given how volumizing it is, that nothing flakes off. This is one of those ones that is kind of hard to remove, so you are going to have to use some sort of makeup remover to get it off of your eyelashes.
Editing Angie popping back in. So the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara will be on sale for $12.50. Regular price is $25 on Friday, September 6th, also from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale.
And the highest level of wax in this is paraffin, and this is a byproduct of mineral oil production. I don't find anything wrong with this, but in case you were curious, I wanted to share that with you. So we're gonna look at the type of ingredients as a whole. Out of the first 8 ingredients, 4 of them are wax. So this formula has a lot of wax in it, and I think this is part of the reason it's really good at building up on the lashes, because you do have so much of this wax in the formula. And it'll also make it last longer because it's insoluble in water, meaning that if you tear up a little bit or you sweat throughout the day, water isn't gonna break it down. You would need something like an oil to break this down. And because of this, the third ingredient is cetyl phosphate, and this is an emulsifying ingredient, meaning it's gonna mix 2 phases. In this case, the waxes, which are insoluble in water, and the water, which there's also a lot of. And that's why this is so high up on the list, to make sure that these mix together properly and that this formula doesn't separate out in the container. And out of the 8 top ingredients, again, 2 of them are film formers, so these are a lot higher up, and this is why it's going to be more long wearing than the Tarte mascara we talked about. And this would make it seem like maybe this mascara is super drying and uncomfortable, but there are ingredients in it like cetyl alcohol, which not only keeps this formula stable, it also has a moisturizing effect as well. So this is a mascara for you if you want really intense lashes without using falsies, and or you want a very long wearing mascara. So next is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara, and this is the mascara for you if you're kind of over like really intense lashes like the Lancome. So this one is more lengthening. It does say volumizing, but honestly, I didn't get a lot of volume on it. I did get a lot of length though, and it looks really, really pretty. I love to wear this for like my daytime looks, and it looks good on the lower lashes because the brush is really thin and it actually tapers off so you can get on the lower lashes, and it's really easy to get in there and precisely coat your lashes. And generally, I don't like non-bristle brushes like this one, for instance. It's kind of more that plasticky looking, but I do really, really like this brush. So the formula says it's made with aero particles. I'm not really sure what that means, even after Google searching, but basically they say it's supposed to make this formula feel lighter so it lifts your lashes easier. And anywho, the top 2 waxes are beeswax and paraffin. And there's also butylene glycol as a 5th ingredient, and this is a humectant, meaning it's really good at holding onto water. We've talked about humectants a lot on this channel, and I think this is part of the reason why this formula stays wet for so long. This is one of those formulas, if you sneeze a lot, perhaps, try not to sneeze while you're using this, because I've had that happen to me. I've been putting on my mascara and I'm sitting there like this, and then I sneeze, and then suddenly underneath my eyes is coated with mascara. So one thing to be mindful of if you do want to get this is that you will need to sit for a little bit before it's done drying, and that could be a turn off to some people. And other than that, I don't think there's anything too exciting to this formula. I think most of the benefit from this actually comes from the brush, not necessarily the formula. So I really like all these mascaras. These are all really great ones, but again, I will not pay full price for these because they're usually in like the $20 to $25 range, which is quite a bit for something I'm gonna throw away in 3 months. So ways that I get this, at Ulta, they always have what is like their 21 Days of Beauty. I think they do it twice a year, but on a specific day, they will have these products 50% off a specific product. So one day it could be the Monsieur Big Mascara, another day it could be the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, and that's usually when I buy them because they'll be $12 to $12.50, which is a lot cheaper than paying full price. So another thing you could do is also buy the travel sizes, because those ones generally dry out as quickly for me. I don't use up an entire mascara before the formula starts to go dry. So this is a good option if you're still gonna purchase it. And even then you can use like those 20% off coupons and get it even cheaper. Then you would have it for about $10. So even better deal. But a lot of these mascaras are also sold in like little gift packs, or I know Benefit gives away like free mascaras with like purchases a lot. So those are some things to keep in mind, but basically you should try all these mascaras, but you do not have to pay full price for them. And as always, I will link my resources and product links down below. And with that, I will see you in my next video. Bye!